Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Shenandoah University Esports Arena located in beautiful Winchester, Virginia. We have a good one here tonight as our SU Varsity Smash Bros team is looking to start their season on a 2-0 record, trying to remain undefeated. They had a really close matchup there in week 1 against FIU, but they prevailed that series 2-1 tonight. They have the University of Delaware, another very, very good, powerful opponent here in week 2. I'm Ben Kincaid, joined by Chris Clayton. Chris, how are you feeling?
Excited as always, Ben. This is, like our coach just said, a must-win for Shenandoah. Our schedule this year is a little interesting, but a little front-loaded, and this is certainly just as important of a match, but a really interesting and somewhat confusing one, as we'll get into shortly.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a close matchup. We expect a very, very strong opponent here in the University of Delaware. This is, of course, the NACE Varsity Premier League. This is top of the top competition here in our region, so I'd expect nothing less than some very stiff competition here against the University of Delaware and trying to continue that momentum from last week's FIU victory.
Absolutely, yeah. SU coming into today 1-0 off of a big win against a team that gave them some serious trouble just a semester ago. But University of Delaware coming in at 0-0, an interesting week 1 bye means that we don't have a ton of information on them. This is one of those games that sometimes it happens. You can't find much on the enemy players, and we just get to sort of walk in blind. Sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes it's not, but the truth is, you just never know until you're in it.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because we were talking to Igloo, the coach, the captain of the varsity Smash Bros team, and they were like, yeah, I mean, we'll find out. Like we can't really look at any VOD or anything to look at for who checked in week 1 because they didn't really have a week 1. This is University of Delaware's technically week 1 matchup. They have not played competitively yet. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens. I'm expecting kind of the tried and true start from the SU squad just because there are so many question marks here tonight.
Yeah, we will have to see, but like we said, this is a must-win for SU, at least in the words of that captain that we were talking about, Igloo, putting a lot of weight on today's matchup. And, we talked about it earlier in the week with Rocket League, right? There's a big difference between 0-1, 0-2, and 1-1. And while SU now is on the opposite side of that, there is a big difference between being 1-0 and being 2-0. And SU certainly looking to cement themselves up at the top of this leaderboard with a big win here tonight.
Yeah, as we take a quick look at what the group looks like, the undefeated teams, ODU, Full Sail, and the Shenandoah University Hornets. We see Delaware there in the middle at that 0-0. Technically, yeah, undefeated right now. And then 5, 6, and 7, FIU, East Tennessee State University, and then Radford University dropping their first week games.
Yeah, fully expecting FIU and ETSU especially to bounce back pretty quickly from the bottom of the leaderboard right now. Obviously, through 1 week, that leaderboard can be a little misleading, but certainly, week 1 results matter. I certainly don't mean to downplay that, but we can take a look at who the University of Delaware is fielding here tonight because that is one of our big questions. 2 of these players seem to be familiar to us and to our team, namely MPG there on the left being a superstar Mega Man player that SU is really going to have to dig deep to overcome, as well as Mudkip there, second to the right. We're expecting to see this player on Pikachu, but really these other 2 players that I haven't named really are question marks coming into tonight.
Yeah, Animated and Yeet, the 2 other players that we have here on the Delaware roster. Not too sure what they play. We couldn't find them on any locals, anything like that on start.gg. We're unfamiliar with these 2 players, but players that we are very, very familiar with, however, are the Shenandoah University Hornets players. As we bring those up to the board, AJ, Willie, Kip, and Igloo are tried and true starting 4.
Yeah, looking good as always. Looking good in their blackout jerseys, which are purchasable on our website, I believe. So be sure to give that a tune because I haven't heard otherwise.
They didn't say no, so that's
looking great in
true.
These jerseys that you could be wearing whenever you see fit. But yes, point is, the guys look great. Same roster that we're used to, right? That's a lot of comfort in that. This team is very experienced. This team has been competing as a unit for many years now, as well as individually for even more time. So this team has certainly been around the block. No surprises from the Hornets here tonight.
Yeah, definitely nothing out of the ordinary from the home team here. Doesn't look like we're going through a button check right now with the starting players, so we'll be able to hop into game here shortly as they make sure all their up airs and smash attacks and tilts work to perfection so that there's no, hopefully, delay and smashed controllers. But we'll have to see if there is a smashed controller. I don't think so. Nah.
Yeah, I guess nothing can be ruled out, huh? Yeah, I'm just thinking, we're in Northern Virginia here. This is the University of Delaware, so these 2 schools are not super far away from each other. So I would have to think that Wi-Fi should not be a big factor here tonight, right? Sometimes that's something to keep an eye out for, especially in these Wi-Fi fighting game matchups, but I can't say I expect that to be a problem, and based off, like you said, the button check that we just saw the players get into, looks like no major issues, so fingers crossed that stays the case. Obviously, we have been through our fair share of Nintendo surprises back here, and I can't rule that out either, but big rule is it looks like internet will not be an issue, and that's a big deal for online Smash Bros.
Yeah, that is definitely a big deal, specifically just with online, because some characters kind of can abuse that power of having a little bit of delay with moves coming out and stuff like that. But I do want to talk a little bit about MPG, the Mega Man player, because I'm familiar with the Mega Man player, as sure if anyone knows Smash Bros. Peanut. I'm very familiar with what Mega Man can do, right? Mega Man can do a lot of powerful stuff and is sometimes very tricky to get their hands on because of the leaf kind of armor spin that it has. It kind of really buys some space and forces people to kind of get away from them for just a little bit, because that can combo into some pretty nice back airs, forward airs, whatever it may be from the Mega Man. So I'm definitely having my eyes on this Mega Man as the player to watch from Delaware, because that I feel like is the one that can really give us some trouble.
Yeah, I'm very curious if this... I haven't seen much of MPG play. I'm very curious if he plays like Peanut, because I would say it's hard to argue right now that the Mega Man blueprint of the world is Peanut. Absolutely. Getting a top 8 finish at Supernova, or top 4? I don't... Might have been top 4.
It might have been top 4, actually. Yeah, I think you're right.
So an incredible performance at Supernova. Also, many titles at Winthrop with them. Just an incredible Mega Man player, an incredible Smash Bros. Player. But a player that Shenandoah has some experience against. This roster has gone up against Winthrop in the past, and I felt that Kip did a great job given the circumstances into Peanut, and I also felt that Igloo did a good job into Peanut's Mega Man. So I'm curious to see if MPG's Mega Man is anything similar to Peanut, or if he sort of has his own style, and that might be something that SU has to overcome on their own. But as we load into our first matchup, this is live, ladies and gentlemen, so we are getting into real competition now.
Yeah, and this is the start coming through from Delaware. Mudkip on this Pikachu is the one to lead the way for, I believe they're the Blue Hens, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, they
University
are.
of Delaware Blue Hens. So, yeah, we'll see what this one has in store for us, as it is the tried and true Kip start. The Pac-Man coming out from SU, looking pretty darn good so far. Buying space, putting together some fairs, going for that chase grab, but good on Mudkip to get away from that one. Just able to, and catching the key too. Oh my goodness, yeah, great job there from Mudkip.
An interesting little interaction there. Maybe something to keep an eye out for, but I can't help but think that that's pretty hard to replicate. But yes, so Kip the starter here tonight, and not surprising, but at the same time, we did talk to the team a little bit, and it sounds like this might not be cemented as SU sort of navigates different strategies. One of those strategies is potentially starting someone else, and we'll see if they opt to change that in set 2, no matter the direction that set 1 goes in. But for now, no changes here, right? Sticking to what works, and you can't complain about that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see how this Pikachu kind of plays with this character. We know that they're very good at zoning with the projectile of that little electro ball that is coming through, but also can string together some good drag down combos with the forward air as well and keep some things going in their favor, as now they seem to get some momentum, some wind behind their sails, but still unable to get a substantial amount of percentage onto Kip's Pac-Man, the 83 to 125 in favor of SU.
Yeah, I'm very interested watching how this Pikachu has been dealing with the fire hydrants so far. It's been a lot of neutral Bs, which does not seem to get the job done very much, and I've seen one up B over the hydrant, but the landing lag on that move is pretty brutal. So if you're not able to hit Kip with the move directly and get him in a hit stun, you could probably be punished for that relatively easily. So I'm keeping an eye on those interactions, as we have yet to see a stock taken so far in this game. I believe well over a minute now into this game. Both players over 100%. Pikachu certainly one hit away from death from just about anything, including those apples, and it certainly looks like Kip wants to find one, but a dash attack into the hydrant leaves Pikachu very vulnerable for a long time there, and Kip able to capitalize pretty comfortably.
See what Kip can do now with the potential extra credit on this first stock. 114% built up is quite a lot. You could imagine that an up throw into the down B Thunder would find the kill onto the Pac-Man, but we'll have to wait and see if that one comes to fruition, as we can see Kip still doing such a great job at putting together these Galaga strings, using the Hydrant for space as well, and not letting Mudkip get too much damage done.
Yeah, it really does look like Mudkip's starting to get overwhelmed with the pace and spacing that Kip is playing with right now. While Mudkip, was doing a good job hanging with it for quite a while, Kip has really started to settle in and get comfortable behind his own protection, behind his own pacing, and now Mudkip is really struggling to find any hits, let alone kill threats. And so Kip now not only has not lost a stock, but has built over 100% on this stock and has Pikachu off stage, threatening another stock with a key right there. Gets a kill spark, but not enough. Bell comes out. They will try to protect the ledge, tries to catch the roll, does not quite come through, and a forward air, still not enough from Mudkip. So we defend the ledge, and Delaware will not get their first stock. Excuse me. But, man, Kip, and now able to make it back, and an SD! A disastrous start for University of Delaware. That is a tough break, trying to keep Kip off stage and losing your stock for it.
That is just a tough break. I mean, you get 2 kill sparks on some forward airs, but you can't find the kill. Surely there it is. That will find it. For a second, it went a little bit slow. I was like, oh my gosh, there's no way he died that again. But no, finally able to find that kill is Mudkip, and a good back air string there from the Pikachu. But still, that's only the first stock off of Kip on this Pac-Man, with only 1 left here for Mudkip. Let's see what they can do if they can get that stock back, but it'll be a tough battle, a big hill to climb here for this Pikachu, the way this first set has been going.
Yeah, gonna have to be able to shake that off and move past it, but in a crew battle like this, your stocks don't reset between games. This is not your normal bracket, all right, maybe this game's thrown and we go game 2. I mean, this is a disastrous way to lose your second stock, and now Kip fully in control right now. 140% sets up the Hydrant perfectly and covers so much space on there. The Apple Z-Drop, the Hydrant in the air, and falling Nair. So many hitboxes for Pikachu to avoid, and one of them finds their way home and takes that stock.
Yeah, I mean, that was beautifully played there from the side of Kip, using that space to perfection, really keeping the tempo up. It did not seem that Mudkip was able to keep up with the aggressive plays that Kip was coming out with. I mean, the apples getting thrown left and right, having to dodge that, shield that, whatever you can do, and then just allowing Kip to buy so much space as well with the Hydrant. At the start, it seemed like Mudkip was doing a great job at getting through that Hydrant, and it wasn't that big of a deal, but as that set progressed, Kip started to notice some patterns and really be able to abuse the space that the Hydrant can provide.
Yeah, the first stock looked very even, but after that, not so much. I am curious. It looks like the players are going pretty quickly, but can we get a quick replay on that last stock? Because I just didn't see which move actually connected, because I wouldn't think a Nair would kill him, but it didn't look like the Hydrant hit him, and I might have just missed it. So as our production team pulls that up real quickly, I just want to take a quick look back, because this was a gorgeous setup. This is something that Kip does to us every year. We see a setup that we've never seen before, and I want to see this one because this was a new one. Usually he'll Z-drop the apple. It looks like it is the Hydrant hitting there.
Yeah.
But that's a variation of one we have seen before. Usually he Z-drops the apple on the Hydrant to set it up, and then he goes for a grab to cover different options. That time a nice little mix-up, and that's what you have to be so careful against with this Pac-Man player. He's got so many tools in his pocket that you just never know which one's going to come out at any given moment.
Yeah, I mean, you can really kind of mix it up, and with all the, 9 options that the Pac-Man can cycle through, it's something like, I don't think it's double digits by any means, but I think it's like somewhere around 8, 9 maybe,
right.
Something like that. But there's so many tools that they can use in addition to the Hydrant. I mean, the water coming out of the Hydrant, we've seen apples move at alarming speeds towards the enemy and find stocks off of that. So it's definitely a very strange play style that you get to see when you play Pac-Man. But I mean, Kip does it pretty darn well.
Yeah, and that stock, I mean, I can't help but mention that Kevin is in the chat right now. And he's saying that, yeah, he didn't expect that hydrant to kill, and I didn't either. And that's part of the reason why I asked for that replay is I really did not, I couldn't tell what connected there. But Kip, very well versed in his Pac-Man, knows what he needs to find success, right? And so no surprises there. I can't be surprised by anything Kip does anymore because in my head, it's all very calculated and I just get to sit back and watch.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I mean, it's just a really fun character to watch, especially like a really good one. Like I've tried to play Pac-Man like just from watching Kip and I'm like, man, there's a lot happening that I kind of have to process and space myself out perfectly. The angle of throwing things, stringing together Galaga, surprisingly, is hard. It looks very easy to do, but I'm like, oh, I can get like the first hit, but then it goes around a second time. And I'm like, okay, well, I've dropped it. There's no way I can get that one. So yeah, the amount of time that Kip has sunk into this character is quite a lot. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting matchup, whatever comes through on the second stock or the second character for Delaware. I don't expect it to be the Mega Man player. I would assume that is going to be the anchor for Delaware. So it's either going to be animated or Yeet, but we're not entirely sure what those characters play.
Yeah, I guess you never know. But I agree. I don't think you can afford to put your Mega Man in right now. I mean, crew battle strategy is different for everybody, but one of the pretty big commonalities is having your best player at either the front or the end. And while we saw Mudkip come in first, I have to expect that MPG will come in last unless we've got some serious surprises on this roster. But we do have our answer. It is animated on King K. Rool. And finally, when Kevin's not here to talk about it, we get King K. Rool on our screen.
Yeah, we do have the K. Rool coming up, but I mean, a big body character up against a Pac-Man is still not something that you necessarily want to see. Oh my goodness. And we did bring them to FD as well. So I'm not sure who that necessarily benefits. I would assume this benefits K. Rool.
Yeah, technically they brought us to FD.
Oh, true. They brought us to FD. So I'm not sure what the play is with that, but the hydrant, everything doing work right now. 160% to 12 on the side of Kip. Oh my gosh, that bell, if that connected. Oh boy.
Yeah, Kip borderline untouched right now. Oh, just barely mistimes that one. And King K. Rool will have an opportunity here, only able to string a nair and some jabs together, but at least buys himself some time and space to get some projectiles out. But just like that, Kip responds with the key, and like that, King K. Rool at 170% on a small stage like this will get sent to the blast zone no matter how heavy he is.
I mean, Kip, again, just kind of buying space. K. Rool struggling to really get in the vicinity of this Pac-Man to really put any pressure on to Kip thus far. I mean, we can see the projectiles coming out, crowns, some cannonballs as well, but it's not doing what they want. The roll out of the way of the bell. Good coming through from Animated, but trying to just find a spike kill off of that move, but unable to find anything just yet is Animated.
Yeah, that was aggressive, especially given that Pac-Man has the trampoline. It would not have mattered. So King K. Rool just putting himself in a very dangerous situation there, but Kip still in full control of this one. Does miss that grab, so has put himself in a couple, Kip specifically, has put himself in a couple exposed positions, like vulnerable positions, but has gone relatively unpunished so far in this game. And now King K. Rool up to 140 on his second stock. Now lost his jump, I believe, in there, so he's going to be forced to recover, but Kip not getting too aggressive. Will set up another one of his patented little hydrant fruit setups. Get comfortable on stage and make the opponent come to you. Kip not feeling any pressure just yet as he continues to maintain full control of the entire stage.
Yeah, the hydrant will send you right up into that wall, and it's hard to tech that one when you're flying at 15 billion miles per hour. So that will be the second stock off of the K. Rool. Only 87% built up on the second one of Kip here. The K. Rool Animated trying to find something to get Delaware back into this series, but right now Kip is mixing them up.
Yeah, this is getting out of control pretty quickly, right? This is where we've seen Kip start to break these crew battles open. This is a situation where you need to take this stock if you're University of Delaware, because Kip is getting awfully close to putting this third King K. Rool stock away without losing one of his own, and just like that, it's like this player never even existed because the percent will go back to 0 and Kip retains this stock. So desperation hours while University of Delaware still has plenty of stocks. Like that is how SU comes out of this unscathed, and that is textbook why Kip is so special in these types of scenarios, blowing crew battles open just like that.
And I think a lot of this is that there's not many Pac-Mans around, that people don't get a whole lot of practice on this character. But yeah, this is not where you want to be if you are the University of Delaware. You're down, what is this now? We're 11-7? 6. There it is. There's math. 11-6 here in this first series. And I mean, Delaware, you have Yeet and MPG left. I don't know who Yeet plays, but hopefully it's someone that can go well into the Pac-Man, because this Pac-Man is becoming a problem.
Yeah, you gotta hope if you are Delaware, because so let's not rule out the fact that MPG has the talent and chance to run through a couple Shenandoah players.
That's true.
I will not rule that out, but the MPG will certainly need some help from his team to put him in a position to succeed, and make that run back more likely for MPG. And right now, Delaware's not on pace for that.
No.
This is certainly quite a hole that they found themselves in, and this needs to be a extinguisher for Delaware, because I don't know if you put MPG in now to just to slow
the fire a little bit,
slow the roll and do some damage control. But it's hard to say. We'll see what they do. But right now, all momentum in the world is in SU's court, and Delaware needs to find some way to deal with it.
Yeah, and with the momentum being in Kip's hands as well, that's a player that has wildly run away with series, right? We've had days that we see Kip 12 stock, get like 11, and then die, and then we see like AJ or Igloo come in, take last stock, and then that's it. You see two players, right? So Kip is very capable of going on a massive tear through a team, but it just depends on what this next character is, I feel. I mean, you have 2 stocks left on the Pac-Man. Once you get that out of the way, you assume it might be Igloo or AJ, right? We're assuming that Willie is going to be the anchor on the Kazuya Terry threat that Willie provides for this team. So it's definitely a tall ask and a very, very hard, rough, grueling hill to climb.
Yeah, this is a big moment for University of Delaware as we wait for the upcoming University of Delaware player, and it sounds like we have a bit of a surprise. It will not be one of the 4 that they checked in. We have a sub coming in NACE terms, a sub coming in the form of Taco Man.
Bang.
So we'll see who Taco Man plays. We don't know immediately who this person plays. It sounds like we have reason to believe this might be a Sonic, but we'll let you know as soon as we know, as the players are getting ready to go.
We're about to see if it's a Sonic. We're not entirely sure. I like the Sonic because it kind of closes up that gap that Kip can play with, can kind of stop the forming of a lot of the projectiles that Kip is going to look for. And then Sonic as a whole is just a really good character in its own sense. I mean, very fast, great aerials, good ledge guards as well. Recovery is pretty darn good. So, yeah, I mean, Sonic is definitely one of those characters that you have to look out for regardless of kind of skill level of a player.
Absolutely. The good news is for Shenandoah, though, is that Kip, well, this whole roster, but namely Kip, has a lot of experience going into high-level Sonics, especially recently, because one of the teams in this bracket, one of the teams that SU seems to face all the time in Old Dominion, has a Sonic player that this team literally just played against last night in NECC placements and won. So now in that matchup last night, I don't believe Kip ever met the Sonic player, but normally they both start for both squads. Right. So certainly a familiar matchup for Kip as we still await to see who this player will be. It is a Sonic, finally confirmed from the University of Delaware. So getting ready to load into our third matchup here. A big moment, a fork in the road here for University of Delaware, but one that they're going to have to come out on top if they are to stay alive in this.
Yeah, I mean, Taco Man, not the player that we expected to come through here. We did expect Yeet to be that player coming through from Delaware, but I mean, I like the Sonic pick. I mean, it's a very strong character, very fast, can really work through some of the pains that is going up against Pac-Man, but right now, both players kind of waiting it out, seeing what the playstyle looks like, and not necessarily getting anything going just yet. I mean, we see Kip start to mix him up just a little bit there, but nothing too massive out of those few hits.
Is there no music?
Yeah, I think I have noticed that too. I'm like, why does it feel like I'm in like a Home Depot?
I was going to say,
like,
this is so
looking
uncomfortable.
For 2x4s. Like, I'm not a huge fan of this.
Hearing every squeak of the shoe.
Yeah.
Wow, this is
Watching
interesting.
basketball.
I still don't really know how NACE rules work in terms of who gets to choose the music. But I know that if it's up to Kip, he's gonna choose a Persona song usually. So I have to imagine this is a University of Delaware music choice, and maybe it's a mental game.
Dude.
I don't know. To play in the eerie silence. Oh no, that right there is a soul read from Kip, catching him rolling all the way to center stage from the ledge, and Kip was all over it.
I mean, there's no music, but I'm kind of pissed. Where's the music? What's going on here?
I'd be so comfortable right now.
It just feels so eerie, but yeah, I mean, Kip with a great runaway into the bell side smash, able to secure that first stock off of Taco Man here, and looking pretty good already on this second stock, but still has 116% built up. We'll see if Taco Man can secure that one. I mean, you would think a Sonic, if they can get a nice string put together, that Kip will go down, but right now, I mean, Kip is playing space so unbelievably well and making it so that Taco Man is off the stage pretty much the entire time, so it's very difficult for Taco Man to get anything going.
Yeah, Taco Man's struggling to deal with these hydrants as well, as he just punches that one right into Kip's face, but now Kip forced to recover so far. Yeah, oh no, Taco Man able to find that forward smash, that angled forward smash, and catch Kip on the ledge. That one surprises me.
Yeah, I always forget that hits under that platform. I mean, the fist kind of grows there at the very end.
Wow.
That is not what you want to see if you are the University of Delaware. The neutral get up right into the bell. Unfortunately, does connect for Kip and is able to find that stock. But now one stock to one stock, catching of the Galaga there as well. We'll see what Taco Man can do with that one. Not a whole lot, just uses it to recover instead, but now we can see Kip trying to seal the deal there with that one, but unable to connect the side B.
Yeah, that was good on Taco Man to use the up B to fall out of that combo, because that would have easily put him at or above 100%. But I have to say, you know, like that last stock, the way he lost it is just inexperience against Pac-Mans, right? All of Pac-Man's projectiles, when they stop moving, it usually means they're despawning. The bell, not the case. You know, that thing lingers for quite a while, and so falls right into it. But now you know, right? This is something that you're going to have to keep an eye out for going forward. Able to time that one out as Kip just barely sends it over the ledge and does not place it for the neutral get-up, but Kip now back on stage, forcing advantage for himself. But just like that, the bell continues to linger, and SU still running away with this one as Kip claims his 9th stock on the day and presumably awaits a Mega Man on the other side.
Yeah, I mean, Kip in full control, it seems like, in this first series of this is a best of 3 here, so first of 2 will take this one. But I mean, yeah, Kip is just looking powerful right now, right? I mean, Mega Man, the last one to come through here. MPG, we're expecting that to be the player that comes in. But there was just a sub, so possibly there could be another one if MPG is not available. But I would not assume that to be the case. So, yeah, I mean, 10 stocks to 3. MPG's got to go on a crazy run here to get University of Delaware back into things.
Yeah, it's going to take a miracle. This is a very strong Mega Man player, but I don't know that it's 10 stocks strong, right. Especially given, again, that SU has experience against one of the best Mega Man players in the world, and even that Mega Man player did not go through 10 whole stocks against this roster. So look back at these replays again, you know, just getting caught by these bells lingering a little bit longer than they expect. It looked like he might have tried to jump through that one. I'm not quite sure, but still got caught by it as that hitbox is huge.
Yeah.
So catching him off guard twice, that's a tough break, but it's going to be something that you have to take note of, remember, be aware of in the future if you see Kip again next set.
Yeah, and Kip only has one stock remaining here, so MPG just has to get one cleanly to really kind of start a snowball effect. But if MPG loses a stock here, you got to start thinking, dang, that is not an ideal start for this Mega Man, and possibly looking over to the second series. But I don't want to call it yet, because Mega Man MPG specifically is a very, very strong player. But yeah, we'll just have to kind of see how things match up here, right? Because we still have Igloo, AJ, and Willie here in the wings after this first stock with Kip, if that first stock does get taken. But right now, the way Kip's playing, the momentum that he has, it's going to be a tall order here for MPG.
Yeah, there really is nothing stopping Kip from closing this out. I mean, it would take a 3-stock right here, which is hard to do by all means.
Yeah.
But truly, I mean, Kip absolutely rolling through the competition so far. So far, there's no better way to say it other than this has been a mismatch for Kip. But now, finally, a competition for Kip. A serious test of mettle is on your screen right now. MPG, a very strong player, like we've been saying. Still going to take a lot of effort from this player to go 10 stocks the other direction and keep the University of Delaware in this set. But also, like we've said, this is a best of 3, so UD certainly not out of it by any means, but awfully close to writing this one off.
I mean, we can already see the Mega Man off to a very commanding start here. Oh, that tornado, if that connects in full, that might find the kill there, but 0% still on MPG. 130 to the last stock of Kip as well. We'll see if he can turn this stock around and get one off MPG, but the back air will connect, and that will seal the deal. A very, very fast stock for MPG.
Yeah, that's what you needed to see if you're UD, right? That's exactly the numbers we needed to see and the manner we needed to see it done. Very commanding win there for MPG to start getting this ball rolling for UD to potentially make a comeback. Still got 3 players and 9 stocks to get through, but 1 stock at a time, and they're 10% of the way there.
Yeah, I mean, very, very good start for MPG. It looks like AJ is the one sitting down in the driver's seat, and AJ, we're expecting, of course, Falco to come out of that player and could possibly work very, very well into the Mega Man because of the reflect that they can use. So the timing of that will be crucial, of course, because it needs to be obviously be in projectile mode for that kind of the leaf spiral. I don't know what that's called.
I think
I want to say
leaf shield,
leaf
but
shield?
I think that's a Pokemon move.
I think so too. I was gonna say like leafage, but that is also a Pokemon move.
I don't
Leaves.
remember. Yeah, the leaves. I believe it's his down B.
I think it is the down B as well.
Razor shield
Razor
or something?
Shield?
No, Razor Leaf is a Pokemon
That
move
I was
too.
about to say Razor Leaf.
Leaf shield
Pedal
might
Dance,
be right.
That's a Venusaur move. He gets that out like when he evolves into Venusaur. He gets Pedal Dance. But it confuses you.
I'm so
after
not a
3
Pokemon
moves,
guy.
so you might not want to use that in like Nuzlocke or something.
Yeah, I would not really know.
Yeah, we do have the Falco going in to the Mega Man here for AJ. Let's see what that one matches up to. But, I mean, just seeing what MPG just did to Kip, I mean, this is a very, very strong opponent.
Shout out Kevin in the chat. It is Leaf Shield.
Leaf Shield.
So we have our answer. But yes, loading into our next matchup here, this is a big moment once again for UD. Not only to stay alive, but to continue to create advantages for themselves in terms of momentum, right? They can't bring the stock count all the way to even, but, I mean, if UD is able to if MPG specifically is able to walk away with like a 3 stock here, that could be pretty overwhelming for Shenandoah. But if you're SU, right, you're looking at this the same exact way, 1 stock at a time. Every time you're able to chip away at this guy's stock count, that's a big deal for the rest of your team. And all you're doing is setting up your reserves for success. So AJ just looking to get whatever he can at this point, right? You're not looking to take all 3 stocks, you're just looking to find what you can.
The back air doing so much work as well. The forward air will be able to seal the deal on that first stock on AJ here. 40% built up onto this Mega Man, and still 2 stocks to work with. Up air, won't be able to connect the reflect there as well to continue put some extra damage onto the Mega Man, but still looking very strong and very close to possibly securing the first stock off of MPG. But just as I say that, a grab into a back air will put a substantial percentage now back onto this Falco, sitting at around 33%.
Yeah, AJ doing a good job, not afraid to throw this reflector out a good few times, and has reflected 1 or 2 just little skittles. But the Leaf Shield prevents that recovery. It's a little bit of an uncomfortable situation there, but a nice little back air from AJ on the reversal. Can't quite close that stock out, though. Certainly looked close, but MPG able to make it back on stage. Reflectors coming out. That's what this matchup is going to come down to, especially when you have space like this between these 2 characters. Falco does not have many ways to get in quickly outside of his side B, which has a massive telegraph startup. So a nice little tech there to get away with his stock from that back air. Now he's got an opportunity to maybe take this stock the other direction. Does fall with MPG, but can't quite get a punish off. So nice reflector again. Well timed. AJ has been placing these reflectors very well. Gets a grab here. This might do it, as he does not avoid the laser. That's a big mistake from MPG.
Yeah, the up throw able to find that kill in favor of SU. AJ with 1 stock remaining to the 2 of MPG. Up tilt, up air, side air. Side air? I think
Forward
that might
air.
be nair, right? Oh, forward air. There it is. Forward air. But yeah, so we can see that AJ is able to put some combo strings together. The reflector finding great value as well here against MPG, but we'll just have to see if that can last through this last stock.
Yeah, I think that stock might have gotten MPG just a little bit. I mean, this has been a completely different last stock here. I mean, AJ has completely settled in and gotten some good damage off on MPG, but once again, none of it matters if you're not able to take the stock, but at this point, you are awfully close to getting it as more and more reflectors come out. That is the answer, and AJ's not afraid to commit to it as Mega Man continues to just struggle to find his way in. I talked about it earlier that Falco might struggle to be the one to gap close, but all of a sudden it is Mega Man sort of feeling the pressure to get in, take this last stock off AJ, and AJ is more than willing to sit back and let this game play out.
I mean, yeah, the back air off of the jump. A great call out coming through from MPG. Survives with 2 stocks remaining. That's 117% left on base there for AJ. Not exactly what you were looking for. Very close to finding that second stock, but still with a 6-2 scoreline going into the final 2 players, Igloo and Willie, MPG still has a very, very tall task.
Yeah, that looked great, I have to say, given the circumstances. AJ very much held his own against MPG, did get a stock and came awfully close to taking a second one. So obviously it's easy to look back and say, I would have loved to have that one, but ultimately you did your job, and that was to go in and get what you could in the form of stock counts. And he took a stock. He did not get 3 stock. That would be easily worst case scenario for more reasons than it might seem. So making the job easier for the people behind you is a big deal. And now the reason that's such a big deal is because, as we saw on the cameras, it looks like Igloo will be the next man up, a player who I think all would agree looked awfully good against Peanut, the best Mega Man player in the world. So big moment here for both of these schools. Now, I've been saying, big third down going into all these matchups, but this one certainly feels pretty heavy, as this really could go either way.
Yeah, it's going to be a very close matchup here. I mean, you mentioned that Igloo does have the experience here against Peanut on the Mega Man, so we'll have to see if that continues here in this matchup. Back there connecting there, the up tilt unable to find anything. But yeah, I mean, I expect a slow game coming through from Igloo. I mean, we often see Igloo play fairly precise and conservative to start some of these matchups until they really get the flow of the opponent, as we see another back air connecting there. The jab not able to get it done either there for Igloo. 85 to 23% in favor of Delaware.
Yeah, the big question is going to be, how does Igloo deal with these projectiles, right? You no longer have the reflector that we watched AJ survive with for so long, but you've got your shield, you've got good jumps, right? It's going to be hard to avoid as many of the projectiles as we just saw AJ avoid. And look at this game plan, right? MPG is fully aware of that situation as he's able to tick Igloo off the ledge and find the kill there. So tied stock count here in the head-to-head as we get dangerously close. Again, one stock closer to UD finishing the job. And if you're MPG, once again, one stock at a time, but starting to find his feet here in this Yoshi matchup and looking awfully good. Igloo, on the other hand, though, responding nicely after losing that stock, but all of a sudden, nice little back air string there from MPG forces Igloo to, that was actually dangerously close to not making it back, but Igloo very much struggling to get settled back in here.
Yeah, the back air from Mega Man does so much work and has quite a large hitbox as well. You might not expect that to be the case from such a small character, but yeah, covers a lot of ground with that slice. The leaf shield coming through as well. Up air does connect, but won't be able to convert that into a stock. 110 to 151 now here. 2 stocks on both of these players.
Oh, he does get caught by the up air there, so Igloo will lose his second. 150% now on this Mega Man as Igloo goes straight for the throw, tries to take the stock quick off the respawn platform. Does miss that grab, though. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back. Up air goes wide, shields the punish though, so Igloo still just struggling to find his one that he needs to put this stock away, but MPG staying very calm in this moment and very much holding his own as he threatens a 3-stock here against Igloo.
Yeah, Igloo needs to find this one. That would be huge, setting up Willie in this next stock, but right now, I mean, it's so good from MPG right now. If they find one more back here at 95%, that might just do it here for our favorite dinosaur. But right now, it is just neck and neck. Trying to recover. That will find it. The up air will connect and be able to find that kill. Now 1 stock remaining for the University of Delaware.
Oh, that was an interesting interaction as Igloo started to get hit by the up air, but just down airs through it. Dash attack connects, and Igloo able to just fall out of that one. So now 1 stock to 1 stock. Igloo just looking to put this away himself, but can't quite do it. Forward air lands, and Igloo claims another stock for himself, but SU finds themselves on their last player.
Yeah, I mean, this is the way this series started. You would not expect to see this one down to a 3-to-1 stock count. I mean, Kip started off so strong, but MPG, like we expected, giving SU some trouble. Now 3 stocks to 1. Willie, the Kazuya or the Terry, what is the response here from this player? I'd expect to see Kazuya come out because that's just what they are so used to playing in a lot of these crew battles, but still, I mean, MPG is fighting for his life right now.
Yeah, I mean, right where we were not too long ago saying that all the momentum in the world was on SU's side. In the blink of an eye, we are 1 stock separates these 2 teams, and now the weight falls on Willie's shoulders. It does look like it will be a Kazuya pick, and I think that makes sense, especially given this matchup, and again, the matchup experience against Peebnut. I'm not sure if Willie would have ever played Peebnut's Mega Man, at least in the crew battle, but take a look at these replays. Igloo, ultimately, I'm sure, wanting more from this matchup and falling short, but does get 1 stock, and that is still very valuable for this team, as now he sets up his final Team 8 for only 1 stock to get through.
Yeah, 1 stock remaining here for MPG. And Willie Kazuya, that is definitely a character that can do that pretty convincingly, pretty quickly as well. So we'll have to see kind of how this one plays out. I mean, the projectile game is definitely something that can give Kazuya a little bit of trouble because Kazuya thrives on being in your face and up in your business. And Mega Man doesn't necessarily want to have that happen all the time and has a lot of projectiles. The leaf shield as well could pose a threat to the Kazuya here in this set. But we'll just have to see how these 2 players play it out, as it looks like we are going to be jumping into this last set.
Yeah, I am very curious to see how Mega Man deals with the close-range Kazuya pressure that we are fully expecting to see here, right? You have to think that the little Skittles will be able to sort of keep Kazuya off, as well as that leaf shield we are expecting to see more of. But big moment here for both of these schools, both on their last stocks as we load into our last matchup.
Yeah, it's going to be a very, very close one, but already we can see how well these two are playing up against each other already. I mean, 87% now built up on to the Kazuya, 41, and well, a broken back 71 now on to the Mega Man. But we can see the power that these two players can play with these characters, and we'll have to see how the recovery goes. I mean, we know that Willie can have a lot of options with those edge guard, the kick, the electric coming through as well, but neither able to connect.
Yeah, this is where the game changes quite a bit from the last couple games. Wow, as both players go for their own, I believe, well, I want to say it was an electric. It might have been an electric wing God Fist that still got hit on the bottom part, but an up tilt from Mega Man confirms that one. Where I've been saying before that really only stocks matter, now every hit matters for Willie with only one stock here as he finds an electric into the up B. It's not enough to take that stock, which does surprise me. It goes for the up B from the ledge. It will not connect as, wow, just a raw up B from center stage does catch MPG a little off guard and now forces him off stage. One more ledge guard situation. A nice reflector there to force Mega Man into his own bomb. The laser, man, almost connects and puts that one away, I'm sure, but 160%. The Razor goes wide, and MPG really starting to feel the pressure now. You can see it in his gameplay. The air dashes away, the reflected side B back at him. The up tilt, oh man, pixels away from taking that stock, but a sour spot means it won't do it. Now 100% on this Kazuya Rage Drive online. Laser comes out to stall, but the back air does connect, and MPG ties the stock count at 1.
Yeah, back air does come through. 170% and a dream against a 10% now. Willie Kazuya will have to see. Oh, the shield break!
Disaster.
That is not what you want to see from MPG. 1 stock to 0 is SU's first series victory. A very, very close start to this series.
Yeah, I mean, the pressure was there. I mean, Willie was applying so much pressure all throughout that matchup, but at the end, I mean, MPG knew that any hit from Kazuya's kit would do it. And so, feeling the pressure of the moment, the pressure of the matchup, the pressure of Kazuya in your face, you want to get awfully comfortable in that shield, but Willie, very aware of the situation, able to take advantage of it, throwing out moves. I don't know Kazuya's moveset super well, but yeah, the back tilt is one that we don't see come out very often, which makes me think that he knows that it does good shield damage. He knew that MPG was starting to get a little scared in that shield and was not going to let go of it. And Willie takes advantage. Great awareness, great patience, great poise in that moment, but boy, did that get close.
Yeah, I mean, MPG just went on a tear as well. So this is a very, very close series. And this Mega Man, I mean, we just saw it there in that first set. A terrifying player here on the University of Delaware. So maybe some adjustments coming up in this second series, but nonetheless, SU up 1-0 right now to go up into the second series.
Yeah, and so while we prepare for this second set, we are going to take a quick break, so don't go anywhere, and we will be back with what could be the conclusion to this series with another Shenandoah win, but you'll have to see.
Shenandoah University is a big little university rising.
With 22 Division III sports teams, over 200 areas of study,
over 300 annual performances, an elite academic esports program,
Nationally ranked health professions programs, one of the biggest university presences on Broadway,
immersive AR and VR learning programs,
cybersecurity and computer science programs, and innovative undergrad and graduate programs.
all at a place that cares for you.
Shenandoah University is the big little university rising. Find out more at su.edu/rising.
We have the Esports Arena right here on campus in Winchester, Virginia, and this facility acts as the hub for all esports activity at Shenandoah University. Students are able to use this space not just for competition and practices, but also as a living learning community and a sandbox for them to come and explore and practice and try out things related to and through esports in the gaming industry so that they're getting that hands-on learning and the skills necessary to help them find a career by the time they graduate. We also have the professional level broadcast production booth where we do all of our broadcasting and production, from casting of our games that we play right here on campus to working with outside entities to record footage for them as well. In addition to the space that we have here in the Esports Arena is the Esports War Room. Our students get to use that space for studying, but also outside projects. So our students get to use this space for professional development and the academic side of our esports program, which is such a critical component to go with that competitive element that we have. So we combine all of our facilities at Shenandoah University with competition, community, and career preparation. We have over 250 days of programming, and there's something for everybody, and we want you to be part of it.
Welcome back, everybody, after that short break. Hope you got some popcorn, a bathroom break, some drinks, whatever it may have been. I'm glad you're back with us here tonight to resume our series here against University of Delaware. SU finding themselves with a 1-0 series lead approaching that second set, and boy, did that first one turn out to be a close one.
Yeah, very scary 1-0 series lead. Starting the series off with a commanding run by Kip through 3 players and 9 stocks total. But in the blink of an eye, a University of Delaware player goes and takes 9 stocks of his own and falls just short of what could have been an incredible comeback. Either way, both teams showing a ton of talent here in different forms, but SU coming out on top in set 1.
Yeah, MPG just had a day, right?
Absolutely.
That was extremely, extremely close. A lot closer than I thought it was going to be, because I was like, oh, all right. I'm not sure how good MPG is on this Mega Man character. I mean, we still have Igloo, AJ, and Willie here in the back just waiting for their opportunity. And man, MPG is good.
Yeah,
very good.
The Mega Man revolution is real, and it is quite quickly taking over here as we get a bit of a surprise here to start set number 2 from UD, a character that we have not seen before, and it looks like we are still figuring out who that is. It looks like it is animated, so that was the
K-Rool.
K-Rool. That's correct, I believe. So heavy to heavy, ultimately still finger food for a Pac-Man in this type of situation, and that's exactly what we're seeing, right? 98% already on this King DDD, as he might not lose his stock just yet, but these combo strings are getting real dangerous as he tries to throw DDD back into the fire hydrant. And I'm honestly surprised that one didn't work.
Yeah, I thought it was going to connect. I mean, DDD has such a big hitbox off of that backflow, the key going through as well, but won't be able to connect that hydrant bounce onto. Oh, but the Bell side smash will be able to find the kill instead. That's already 1 stock down to only 55% built up onto Kip on this Pac-Man. Still doing such a great job at building up percentage super fast here against this DDD, a fairly slow character when it goes into Pac-Man.
Yeah, I have to say this does just have a different vibe to it. Now, given that, wow, at this point in set 1, we were thinking, oh man, Kip might just go 12 stocks, and even if he doesn't, like, SU's in full control. Now, it feels very different. It feels like these stocks, if this King DDD is able to get 1, like, that's a huge deal for the University of Delaware here, because now, yeah, it really is just setting up MPG for success. As a well-placed apple there, steals that one away, and King DDD now down to his last stock, but a big up smash call-out off the Halo platform.
I mean, yeah, those were 3 very powerful apples coming towards that DDD, and was able to secure that stock off of that as well. Another mix-up coming through from Kip, multiple up airs trying to time that roll, but unable to find the connection they were looking for. But 110 already built up onto the final stock here for this King DDD. I mean, it is looking... wow!
Oh, no! You let go! Oh, wow! A huge call out from Kip as we got to see on camera. He took a huge breath after that one. He got away with robbery there. The Bell was shielded. Kip clearly thought it was secured. Goes for the forward smash like it's nothing, and King DDD could have lived there, could have taken a stock. That was disastrous for UD. That's heartbreaking for animated on this King DDD.
I was like, oh my god, he's side smashing
yeah,
because
like,
the forward
shoot.
smash is coming through. But the slight misplay of letting go of that shield, it almost makes me think that maybe he thought he was hit by the bell. I was like, oh, well, maybe that's it. But yeah, I mean, great stuff coming out from Kip here to start things off. A clean 3 stock there, almost losing that stock if that side smash or forward smash does not connect, but nonetheless, another great start from SU.
Yeah, I feel sick. That's so frustrating if you're on the wrong side of that interaction, knowing that you had it. You knew that the bell was coming. It was a very aggressive read from Kip, and it almost worked, but you got away from it. You shielded the bell, you're fine. And then you're not. devastating.
Oh.
Capital D devastating as we take a look back at these replays. Kip was playing
These
great
apples
throughout
were
this
great.
whole series. He was very much in control. Almost lost that stack, but oh my god, that's frustrating.
it's so close. As we hop into the second set here, the second series of this game, it's going to be the Sonic Taco Man, the one to come through from the University of Delaware here, trying to slow down the momentum and the happy feelings coming through after that first game there. Oh, the bell does connect, but unable to do anything with that is Kip, already off to another commanding start up against this Sonic, which I don't believe Kip saw, question mark?
He did.
He did, yes,
Kip
he did.
saw everybody at one point, but only had one stock to work with when he got to Mega Man. What I'm trying to remember is if Taco Man, Taco Man. I'm trying to remember if Taco Man was able to get a stock off Kip, and I believe he did because it was the angled forward smash.
Yes, it was the forward smash.
So Taco Man has seen success already against this very deadly Pac-Man, but that's certainly not how you'd like to start as he jabs him into the bell but can't quite follow up with another move. Oh man, the bell connects again. Yeah, he clanked with it, it looked like, and was able to get away with maybe iframes. I guess I don't know. But oh man, he catches him in the power ball there, and this is been an ugly start for Taco Man as he has only found 5.5% of his own, just looking to find any way in. And just like we were talking about all of last set for MPG, right? Every stock you can take off of him is a huge deal in the long run. Well, we flipped the script once again, and now it's Kip in the driver's seat. Every single one of those stocks you can take will go a long way for the rest of your team, but boy, this Taco Man in quite a hole now.
I mean, yeah, 3 stocks to 1 already. Kip playing super, super well with the space that he is providing for himself, farming up the keys, bells, galgos, whatever he needs to try to put this stock away. It's going to be a key yet again. Will connect the hydrant. Oh, I thought the hydrant might have connected there. Does have the bell. Oh,
all right.
I was going to say that is not where you want to be with the bell in Pac-Man's hand, but they do get around it, but we'll have to see if anything comes from that. Not yet thus far. 61% built up. Oh, an apple. Ooh, nope, won't be able to connect anything.
Yeah, I mean, let's not lie to ourselves. Kip has been pixels away from taking this stock a couple times now. This is not even as look at that. I mean, like, that was an opportunity to put this away, and Kip is just ever so slightly missing these windows, but still finding these opportunities very regularly, and that's a massive problem for UD. It's another one of those setups. I mean, where do you go? You can't roll backwards, you can't jump, you can't roll forwards. Kip with a gorgeous setup there to cover like half the stage.
Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, not what you wanted to see from Taco Man in that scenario, but I mean, a lot of that was just Kip just mixing them up. There's not much that you could really do in that sense. The keys were coming through, apples, everything was connecting there for Kip. The last stock was a little bit longer than it could have been in that sense, or I guess with Kip kind of missing some opportunities to secure that last stock, but still, I mean, Kip's already through 6 and has not lost the stock.
Yeah, I guess he was cherry picking because he was clip farming because that's stupid. That again, our second new. I think that's a new one. I can't think of, like, again, it's variations of Z dropping the apple into the hydrant and then playing around the response. And every time, I guess, of the 2 times that we've seen it, that's impressive. I said it in the moment. Where do you go? You can't roll back. You can't roll forward. You can't jump. You can't spot dodge.
Yeah, it's just a painful scenario, right? I mean, you go back, you're nailing an apple and getting launched. You roll the other way, you're grabbed, thrown, you're dead anyways. There's nothing you can really do in that scenario, right? I mean,
just can't let him set up like
exactly.
that. You
yeah,
can't
you need
get
to
caught
try
in that position.
Exactly. Try to place yourself in a way that you can just avoid the scenario altogether. But I mean, Kip just had it set up almost from the get-go. I was like, oh, there's no hydrant here. Maybe he can roll somewhere, but no, there was nowhere to go.
Yeah, it's as Kevin is saying in chat, it's checkmate. The moment you shield, the moment you get stuck in that shield for even a moment, and you give Kip this opportunity to set that hydrant up, that's it. You're dead. There's nowhere to go. So That's the experience. That's the nature of. That's the level of Pac-Man that we get to watch here every week at Shenandoah, and putting on an absolute master class this time around, as he, like you said, has not lost a stock. And now we know how valuable that is for Shenandoah, because boy, oh boy, is there a massive threat coming over the horizon. So SU very much looking to put themselves in the best possible situation before that monster comes rolling around, while UD continues to, again, lighten the load as much as possible, but this time around falling short.
Yeah, and now we see the Pikachu come in, right? We have not seen the Pikachu yet who started in that last set for the University of Delaware, so we'll have to see what the Pikachu can do up against Kip's Pac-Man here. It was fairly close to start things off in that first set, but Kip then begun to kind of run away with that one in that first series, so we'll have to see. I mean, the two strongest players of University of Delaware still to come.
Yeah, very much so. So, as we await this next player, like you said, probably expecting it to be Mudkip on the Pikachu, who opened last set and did take a stock off of Kip, I believe. Pretty sure.
I believe so, yes.
Yes, because it was the second matchup that Kip went 3-stocked, and I said blew the whole thing open. And while that is still true, and he has blown this thing open, now we're expecting it, but it is a different story, like we've been saying. Each one of these stocks, very valuable, and while the statistics at the top of your screen look pretty lopsided, not so much. There's still a lot of Smash to be played, and so we await this next matchup, and it looks like we are loading into it here in a moment.
Now will be the Pikachu to come in from the University of Delaware, MPG, with the last line of defense for the Blue Hens, but we'll have to see what this Pikachu can do instead. Back air, up air into another back air string. 26% now built up onto the Pac-Man, but now it's Kip's turn to try to put a little something together with a Hydrant, but won't be able to get too much out of that one. The Galaga coming through, able to connect on the regrab, getting some good percentage, up to 62% on the Pikachu. The key as well connecting. Let's see what Kip can do. Oh, Bell forward smash. That'll be one. Pikachu now with 2 stocks remaining.
Looking great so far. Very well versed. Has clearly studied these opponents between sets. I want to shout out the song choice for the boxing training. I think this is what we play.
I think so, yeah.
Great mode. Right, left, block. Great game. Kip really starting to continue this momentum, taking a full stock and avoiding a lot of damage so far. And oh no! Oh, almost secures one there. That would have been a massive surprise. But Mudkip once again on the back foot. UD once again on the back foot. But now a different beast has come to rolling into town, and it's a 12-stock Pac-Man, a 3-stock Pac-Man, I should say, has gone completely untouched, unpunished, unthreatened through 2 players, and is certainly threatening some stocks of his own.
I mean, has the apple in hand. The Hydrant is placed. We'll be tossing that one down. I mean, another instance of, all right, we're going to have to try to dodge something. We have the Hydrant up high, the apple down low, the key in your face. That's another stock out of the way there for Kip. 1 stock remaining for Mudkip.
I am jamming. I can't say I don't think I knew this song was in this game, and I'm just having such a nostalgic throwback to when I was like 6 years old. I think it might be We Fit with the balance board. I cannot remember, but this song is such a core memory between me and my brothers. But anyway, Kip with 1 more stock to get through and looking awfully good along the way. Hydrant came awfully close there, but he's very good at parrying his own hydrants, I must say. Dash attack sends him very far. Close to the blast zone, but not enough to do it. 1 more dash attack, still not enough, but you got to think 1 more of those would probably finish the job, so Kip now knows what it's going to take, or I guess Mudkip now knows what it's going to take to get rid of this pesky first Pac-Man stock, but a drag down forward air will not do it. That one surprises me. Grab goes wide. Kip sets up a key in that pocket. Excuse me. I guess I don't understand how this character works. Bell. Oh no! Oh my God! Kip is overwhelming me.
There's too much happening on my screen. So many close interactions from these 2 players. Oh, going through the bell. That one will connect. Ow! Just going high, and the up air does not find a kill. both of these players are so low right now. What is going on?
I'm very confused. Dash attack goes right through him. Key lands, and that's what does it? Are you kidding me? Wow, what a weird series. This has been crazy. Kip has gotten away with some of the most confusing Smash Bros. I've seen in a long time, and it's just working. I have to think that there's some negative karma coming eventually, but I really don't want to be the one to say that because this is ridiculous.
Well, MPG is coming up next, and if we remember what the last series held in store for Kip on the Pac-Man, it was 150% to 0 and a lost stock. They did not touch this Pac-Man player. MPG went untouched against Kip here. We'll have to see if they can do it again, but this time we got 2 stocks. No, 3. They didn't secure it. 3 stocks left on
Should
Kip
be
here.
2. Should be 1.
Yeah, frankly, yes, it should. But yeah, nonetheless, Kip going into the Mega Man now with 3 stocks remaining.
Yeah, all right. I mean, big opportunity for Shenandoah here to set themselves up in the best possible way they could. But good Lord, look at these replays. This is ridiculous that dash attack doesn't connect. That key of all things is the one to do it. I mean, I don't want to say that I'm surprised that key kills, all right? It is a kill move. Pikachu is a very light character at a high percentage. I can't sit here and act like that's too surprising, but no kill spark. And after everything that happened, every move that connected that didn't kill either direction, that's a shocker and a heartbreaker for University of Delaware.
Yeah, I mean, now it's 3 stocks to 12 healthy stocks here for the University of Delaware. A very, very tall hill, a mountain, if you will, for MPG to climb. But, I mean, he looked pretty dang good in that last series. Brought it down to 1 stock there against Willie towards the end. So we'll have to see if he can do it again.
Yeah, there's an undeniable mental factor that comes in at this point as well. This player is clearly very talented, very experienced in Super Smash Bros., but I can't help but wonder what's going through their head of, oh my God, like, we couldn't get 1. This is literally as hard as it's going to get for MPG here. 12 stocks. You're in a 1v4, and Kip's at 0%. Like, there's nothing to show for those last 3 players, and that has to be overwhelming and probably pretty frustrating. But you're going to have to overcome that and settle in to the moment and just let it play out. A nice 3 stocks to 3 stocks, even matchup between these 2 players. We were robbed of that last time as MPG took a very nice first and only stock last time these 2 players met, but Kip certainly playing with a chip on his shoulder this time around.
I mean, we can see, finally the first bit of damage that Kip has done to the Mega Man in this game. The Hydrant does connect, trying to find the 2-frame, but won't be able to find the angle for it. Leaf Shield coming through yet again, buying some space. The charge shot won't be able to find the kill, but still 128 built up. That one will be able to find it. Only 30% and 1 stock lost on the side of Kip.
Yeah, good coverage there by MPG to place himself properly for that forward smash. That charge shot is a very strong move, excuse me. So MPG looking for more, goes for the down air there. Well-placed trampoline would have saved him anyway, as now Kip finally able to string some damage of his own, get the fruit going. But man, these leaf shields, the projectiles, Mega Man absolutely not overwhelmed by the moment, at least yet. Playing awfully well, but again, this is the big scary, I can't say big scary demon man, but like this is the big monster that UD was just dealing with, just the other direction. Every single one of these stocks is a huge deal, and if you look at it that way, Kip's doing a great job. He's got him at 82%. Kip is not tasked with going 3 for 3 against this guy, but no recovery options there as the air dodge misses the ledge. So if you're able to walk away with this stock, that is value for SU. But if MPG is able to walk away with a 3 stock here, again, I mean, 1 step at a time, that's a heck of a way to start.
I mean, you gotta hope that with 100% built up onto this Mega Man, the Hydrant pushing them off stage as well, that you are able to find this stock. Bell in hand here for Kip, tosses it out, will connect, but won't be able to find the forward smash. Instead, it's gonna be a grab, down throw into a back air from the Mega Man. We'll see if Kip can stay alive. The tornadoes climbing higher and higher, but won't be able to follow up is MPG.
Yeah, 125% now on this Mega Man. Hydrant connects, an advantage kit, but forced to shield the explosive means that that advantage goes away pretty quickly. Does catch the Razor, throws it right back at his Hydrant, and the Slow Fruit comes out. That Melon can do some serious damage, but now, once again, the explosive comes out and forces Kip to sort of give up his advantage. But both these players doing a great job of catching each other's projectiles, I must say. But the tornadoes connect, and this could be bad. Oh no! He goes all the way up into the blaster, and I didn't see if he jumped or what happened there, but 150% worth of work wiped off the board, and MPG starts off exactly how he needed to.
Yeah, I mean, a huge game there from MPG. I don't believe did lose one stock, I believe? No stocks. Yeah, I mean, you would think that they lost a stock with how long that one went, but no. 3 stocks still remaining there for MPG, and now you got to think, is it going to be AJ, Igloo, or Willie? I'd expect it to be AJ to come in. Had a good look in that first set there for SU against MPG, so we'll have to see if that is the player to come into the hot seat, as it looks like it might be where we go to that Falco.
Yeah, so just like we saw it, while a couple minutes ago, the situation was pretty different. MPG had 12 stocks to get through, and just like that, it is now 9-3, which is exactly the situation that MPG was just in. Now, it was Shenandoah, it was AJ, Igloo, and Willie that were all able to take 1 stock off of him at their own times. But can they repeat that? It got awfully close, and you would have loved to see Kip get 1 there, but yeah, the up air's taking him all the way up to the tippy top, and a heartbreaking finish there for Kip.
Yeah, very, very close as we look towards this next set here up against AJ. We're going through the stage selection right now, or at least the stage ban, something like that. Stage selection, that's everything. We're going through song selection. Oh, that's even better. I'd love to see what we pick up here on the side of AJ. Of course, the loser gets stage selection and I believe music selection for if you really want to.
Yeah, I don't really know, because that's us picking the music.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Well, I don't know. I guess we should probably know by now who gets to pick music, but music's a big deal for some people. It's not a big deal for others.
Right.
It's a fighting game. Everybody's different. Everybody has their niches and their preference and their routine. So I'm sure there is a rule for it. I just don't know it. But Falco is the option for Shenandoah. No surprises here, as I fully expect the order to be the same for SU because it works in its own right. All of these players, like I said, able to get a stock off of this incredible Mega Man player, and we'll see if they're able to repeat that success. But I also must mention that toward the end of this specific matchup last time, AJ got awfully comfortable, I must say. He took the stock, and then on the subsequent stock, got a lot of pressure onto this Mega Man, but forced to recover that with that side B into up B leaves you pretty vulnerable and predictable, and AJ falls right into the hands of a back air.
Yeah, trying to get back to stage, but like you said, those back airs super, super strong. Goes for the fair instead off of that down throw. Oh, the grab just barely going wide there from AJ. We'll see if they can claw their way back into this one. 75% the Leaf Shield doing so much work right now for MPG, along with the backer, the projectiles. AJ right now falling behind on the reflectors, unable to get those projectiles out of the way. Tornado into back air will connect, and another backer will hit off stage, and that will secure the second stock there for MPG.
Yeah, that one was a mix-up, a good mix-up there from MPG to go all the way off and look for the back air to finish that one. An opportunity here for AJ as MPG able to air dodge out of that one. I do remember that the way AJ was able to take that 1 stock last time was off of an up throw that MPG did not avoid, and it looked like he got hit by that one as well. So keep an eye out for that. If AJ continues to look for these grabs and MPG is going to let it work, that is going to be a problem in the long run. Now up to 140%. That's certainly kill percentage for Falco, as he might go for it, opt for a back air just to get him off stage, plays the safe game, and does not get caught up, but now forced to recover with the side B, looks for the forward air, and now, oh man, almost gets caught by that down air, up tilt, doesn't connect, and the side B gets caught by the forward smash. 150% once again wiped off the board, and now MPG in a better position than he's ever been in this series.
Yeah, I mean, great stuff coming through there from MPG. That's one less stock lost at this point there for that Mega Man player. So it's going to be a big task now for Igloo and Wooly, who both were able to find one stock. But both of those games, that Mega Man took those first two stocks relatively quickly against those two players as well. So we'll have to see if that 150% comes back to bite them later on.
Yeah, now up to, Kip had 150, AJ had 150, and neither one, unfortunately, resulting in a stock. That is devastating for Shenandoah in the long run. But I have to think that both Igloo and Willie probably feel that they could have done better in their last set matchup against this player. And so probably coming into this with expectations and more of a chip on their shoulder, like I said, and we'll see if they're able to prove it. But so far, like we're seeing, MPG very comfortable in this situation.
Yeah, I mean, looking super, super strong. The back air transitions are going super, super smooth for this Mega Man as well. I mean, the down throw into that back air is just kind of the go-to, it seems like, for this Mega Man to really get those high percentages built up. And then on ledge guards as well, it's off-stage back airs as well. So really hard to avoid that big hitbox that one does have. And it launches and does a lot of damage every single time it hits, right? So we'll have to see how Igloo on this Yoshi can fare up against this Mega Man. But, I mean, right now, it is close.
Yeah, so far now for MPG, 6 uninterrupted, uncontested stocks in a row. So, oh man, I thought he might have lost his jump and started with an SD. That would have been a disastrous start, but able to make it back. I am man enough to admit when I'm wrong. So we get back to stage. Excuse me, no big surprises there. As Igloo starts off a little strong, but MPG quick to respond with a cool 72% and make this one look exactly like it did the last time these two players met.
Yeah, the egg recovery as well, trying to buy some space. The grab going wide, trying to find the fair. The Nair will be the one to connect, but just trying to find this quick stock. The Nair is there, but won't be able to find the connection grab. And now this is where the back air comes out. Yep, there it is, able to find that first stock against Igloo here on this Yoshi. 87% though built up. If they can find one, that would be massive.
Yeah, Igloo using the double jump to get out of that one. That was a pretty scary situation, but that back air hitbox is huge, and it's hard to get away from as Mega Man looks to punish Igloo on that, excuse me, that ledge. Unable to do so, Igloo still just looking for his first, has some good damage, but historically that has not been enough. The good damage. Jeez, not getting it done for SU's players as now finally one of those down air spikes connects. We haven't seen it yet from MPG, but now Igloo with an opportunity. The up air sends him up to the blast zone, but can't find the one to finish it. This one might do it, but it won't, and the egg goes wide. So Mega Man able to land once again, 146, and Igloo on his last stock. Some serious deja vu here for SU, and you'd hate to see it end like it has been. But Igloo looking to change that narrative, caught by the leaf shield and another back air. Goes for the forward air, can't quite connect, and now advantage Igloo as he does get grabbed. Hits the shield, got to be careful for the different hitboxes. Igloo avoiding those tornadoes, able to get back to the platform, but this is very tense.
It is so close. I mean, this Mega Man can find this kill with one back air. The forward air does connect, and the Nair, the run up, the chase on that landing is exactly what you needed to see from Igloo to give Willie a potential chance. Now see if you can do anything extra with this one, trying to just find the grab, the egg off of the ledge there. Up airs will be connecting, the Nair going just wide, but right now, I mean, it's still super scary to try to approach this Mega Man at 119%.
Yeah, and you're seeing Igloo start to get comfy on the side of the stage, trying to maybe get away with gimping a stock and sort of stealing one with a neutral B, but MPG not falling for it at all. Igloo takes his one, but unfortunately now leaves Willie with 2 stocks to get through, which is twice as many as he had to get through last time, and last time got awfully close. So as this series goes on, and set 2 has not been super different from set 1, especially since Mega Man came into the game. Gotta worry if you're SU overcoming this challenge.
Yeah, this is going to be a very, very close last match. I mean, I know it's 3-2 stocks in favor of SU, but Willie needed 1 to get in that last series, and it ended up being a last stock, very, very close scenario for both of these players. So we'll have to see if it goes back to the Kazuya, or if maybe Terry is something that they are willing to look at right now. I'm unsure if that would be the case. We expect the Kazuya. I mean, it looks like it will be the Kazuya to come through from Willie as well. But, I mean, this can go either way, Chris. This is so close.
Yeah, I mean, what a swing of momentum every time. This has been a crazy series so far. Kip opening both of these series so commandingly, or both of these sets, excuse me, so commandingly, just to have it ripped away by MPG. Set number 2 starting off stronger than it did in set 1, with the best possible advantage SU could build for themselves. And MPG, once again, in the blink of an eye, has erased it completely and set himself up for better odds of success than he was able to last time. This is an incredible Mega Man player, but job's not finished until one of these players goes down. So this is it. And as you mentioned, we do know that it will be Kazuya. Willie, certainly most comfortable character, most comfortable in these situations, has been the anchor for this team, has gone on incredible runs of his own, knows the pressure of this moment, but only 3 stocks to work with, only 2 to get through. Can you get through this Mega Man?
Man, it really is that close. I mean, right now I'm kind of trying to take down how much percent is left on base, and right now 300% has been left on this Mega Man in very, very close scenarios in these series thus far. And this is just on the Mega Man, are both these 150%. So it's you like to have those ones back if you're AJ and Igloo here, just to try to get something for your anchor in Willie. But, I mean, we've seen Willie go up against very, very tough opponents and come on top. And right now, this one it's going to be one of those moments.
Yeah, this is the type of series that it's matchups like these that are highly talented and come down to little interactions. Individual interactions can make or break series between the best players. So Willie with an opportunity to change the narrative. So far, MPG has completely turned this around and gone 9 stocks in exchange for only losing 1. He has taken full control of this series, but Willie has an opportunity to take it right back. A stock advantage for himself and 100% out the gate. Willie is not looking to mess around here.
Just trying to find a call out with the down smash. The laser coming through as well. Just trying to mix up some options here. Trying to go for the very, very close to breaking that shield yet again. Like you said, 110%, but hasn't been able to get anything else off of that thus far. 77% now onto Willie here, struggling to find a connection. The up B, excuse me, will connect, but won't be able to find the kill. 134 now built up onto this Mega Man.
Yeah, that's the thing. It doesn't take much if you are Willie. He's got all that percent, and all he needs is that tiny window to capitalize. Just like that, we're back to 3 stocks to 1. Willie with a 2-stock advantage and looking much better, I must say, this time around versus last. But look at these tornadoes. Rage Drive online, and he does get caught by one more and sent off the top. The Rage Drive goes unused. And now we reset back to 0. Kazuya loses the Rage Drive. And we are back to neutral in center stage, but still a stock advantage for Willie to work with.
Is this Cynthia's song?
I think so.
Man. See, I think songs do matter. This is a banger to bring out in a very, very close match. Oh my gosh. We'll have to see if Willie can recover. Yes, the back air going just wide. The Rage Drive is there. The grab, does it find the kill? No, it does not. Unable to find that one, but still so much percent.
Exactly. It's huge value because both of the times Willie's been on our screens, he has not been able to use that Rage Drive once. Every time he gets it, he is quick to lose the stock, and MPG has done a great job of avoiding that. that DLC character value. So at least getting it off, even if it doesn't find a kill, that's what, 40% just for landing that move. But now one stock to one stock, almost even percents, and Willie off stage. Oh, MPG goes for the back air. The down air will also get shielded. And now Willie, again, just struggling to find any momentum. He has gotten good damage, but has not landed a hit, I don't think, since the Rage Drive. Looking for some serious kill moves here. That's bold. Oh my god, that one will do it! What is that? The shoulder charge from Willie out of nowhere. I was just saying how confused I was throwing out kill moves, but here I am doubting this scary demon man. Absolutely that kills from center stage.
Okay, so what, we had 87% built up on that Mega Man, and it killed from center. That is unbelievable damage coming through, and holy moly, I mean, MPG played out of their mind, but was not expecting that aggression coming through from Willie just to try to put away that last stock.
Oh my God, that is that's a crazy call out. That's aggressive decision making from Willie. I'm speechless. That's such a call out, and one that we don't see very often, because that is a pretty heavy commitment from Willie. That move has some serious end lag to it, and if that doesn't connect or it gets shielded, Mega Man has a playground to work with. Yeah. So Willie able to come out on top, and I mean, massive shout out to MPG for keeping that close, bringing it all the way back no matter the circumstances, just falling one stock short in both of those sets, and SU gets away with it.
Yeah, that was extremely, extremely close. I mean, MPG both times facing at least 11 stocks in the moment they get brought in to the series, and brings it down to one stock each every single time. I mean, what a performance from MPG, and what a clutch performance coming through from Willie in both of those moments as well, with how close those series were really getting.
Yeah, it's a massive show of poise and talent from Shenandoah, and I'm so proud of them for hanging in there through two very hard to play series. But this is a team game at the end of the day, and they were able to band together and combine their efforts and walk away with a win. That's what it takes. This is a four-person matchup, and SU needed every bit of all four members to get through this UD squad. Yeah,
a very, very close series. We do have our MVP, our player of the match, ready to go. I wonder who this person could possibly be. Let's take a quick look. Oh my goodness, it's Kip. Wow, what a guess. 18-6 over tonight's match.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely put his team in the best possible situations to succeed, specifically in set 2 there, quite literally the statistically best situation his team could be in, but set 1 as well, only losing 2 stocks all the way till the last player, but I mean, putting on an absolute show, doing what the team needed him to do. Couldn't quite get it done against MPG himself, but that was not the task. The task was the 3 players ahead, and he certainly did that.
Yeah, an unbelievable performance here from Kipling himself. But, well, guess who we have in the broadcast booth? Oh my gosh! Wow. It's the man himself,
hey
Kip. Kip, how are you feeling after tonight's match?
Pretty good.
Pretty good? Yeah.
That kid's too good, man.
There's
a reason why he's getting paid the big bucks.
Yeah, so what were you seeing out there? How do you feel about the Mega Man matchup, right? This team has some experience against Peanut, has watched a lot of Peanut. We all got to go watch him in person at Supernova. What sort of stuff do you guys see in the Mega Man matchup, and how do you feel about how you guys did into MPG specifically?
Going into it, I was feeling pretty confident because, like, when you brought up, when I played Peanut, I did really well into him. I think I had like 3 stocks to his 2, and I took him out. So that was, that was a big like confidence booster in the matchup. And in the matchup, I don't really have that much experience in to begin with, but I couldn't really apply what I used to beat Peanut to like go into MPG, because I thought he'd play like in a similar way to Peanut, but like he plays way more aggressively than like Peanut. I've like ever seen Peanut do in his life. And I was just not ready for that. Like this kid was just he was just so quick. I was trying to find ways to like scrap with him, and like I was just getting like stuffed out by like forward airs or like leaf shields. It was pretty tough.
Yeah, what were you guys seeing in between kind of the sets and matches going in as MPG was in play, right? I mean, they went through pretty much every single stock other than the last one, every single set. So what were you guys kind of saying to each other of what you guys have realized and noticed for your teammates to go in after you?
It was just kind of like just gotta take your one.
Yeah, there you go.
Especially game one, because like, you know, AJ took his one, and then Avery took his one, then Will took his one. So game two, we were a little more nervous because me and AJ were just right there for taking both of our ones, but we just couldn't do it. And then, you know, at the end of like when Avery's going in, I was getting pretty nervous, but he did take his one, so I'm like, okay, we're not in like that bad of a position now. But then Will clutched up at the end, so thankfully we were pretty good from there. Closer than what we'd hoped, closer than comfort, but we still got it done the other day.
Yeah. Losing 3 stocks, not taking one. Losing 3 more stocks, not taking one. That's very intimidating. And your team is able to band together as 4 and still come away with a win on the night. How do you feel about the other guys out there? What can you say about them and what this moment does for the team going forward?
Do you mean like the other guys like on our team? Like?
Yeah. The team able to come together with a win tonight. What can you say about the poise of the team as a whole and what that means going forward?
I mean, we all feel pretty good. Like we knew this was going to be pretty hard to begin with, because like we know like, well, if he's getting paid this much money to compete for Delaware, like he's gotta be, we already know how good of a player he is. Like we've seen him compete like at these majors, and he's done a lot of like good results. He's got wins on a lot of like top level players. So we knew going into it that this was not going to be easy in the slightest. We just didn't really have much information on the rest of the team. But going into game one, I was pretty happy that like I was just able to take out the rest of the competition, so we just have like a clear path forward to MPG, which we kind of like treat as like a raid boss.
Absolutely.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a great series nonetheless. You start the series 2-0. Congratulations on the victory. You have a very tough matchup coming up next week against, I believe, ODU,
Correct.
who you just played last night and beat them in the NECC placements. So we'll have to see how that one goes. Best of luck next week. Congratulations on tonight. You get to celebrate with your team and friends. Thank you so much for you guys for watching throughout the very, very close series. Drop a like, drop a follow wherever you guys are watching, and we will see you next week.
Shenandoah University is a big little university rising.
With 22 Division III sports teams, over 200 areas of study,
Over 300 annual performances, an elite academic esports program,
Nationally ranked health professions programs, one of the biggest university presences on Broadway.
immersive AR and VR learning programs,
Cybersecurity and computer science programs, and innovative undergrad and graduate programs.
all at a place that cares for you.
Shenandoah University is the big little university rising. Find out more at su.edu/rising.
We have the Esports Arena right here on campus in Winchester, Virginia, and this facility acts as the hub for all esports activity at Shenandoah University. Students are able to use this space not just for competition and practices, but also as a living learning community and a sandbox for them to come and explore and practice and try out things related to and through esports in the gaming industry so that they're getting that hands-on learning and the skills necessary to help them find a career by the time they graduate. We also have the professional level broadcast production booth where we do all of our broadcasting and production, from casting of our games that we play right here on campus to working with outside entities to record footage for them as well. In addition to the space that we have here in the Esports Arena is the Esports War Room. Our students get to use that space for studying, but also outside projects. So our students get to use this space for professional development and the academic side of our esports program, which is such a critical component to go with that competitive element that we have. So we combine all of our facilities at Shenandoah University with competition, community, and career preparation. We have over 250 days of programming, and there's something for everybody, and we want you to be part of it.